Hello. Hello. Oh, I'll see if there's anybody around for live. Hmm? Hello. If you see me moving my hands, it's because I'm petting City, because she's right next here with me. So thank you for joining me, guys. We have exciting. Hello, Galen Hartley. Hello, thanks for joining. Thank you so very much. I thought we have some really nice news to talk about. About the city. I swear to God, they have. She has been very naughty. City, mira, they're looking at you. They're looking at you misbehaving, City, and that is not a good look. It's not a good chubby look. Hello, everybody. Hello. She has been very naughty, but I hadn't seen her all day. I was at the farm and then at the hospital, and now I'm back home. So, hello, 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 hello. City, good biting my hand. Say hello. Deja. Say hello. You bite yourself. Hello, hello, everybody. Thanks for joining. I'm so glad. Please don't forget to click the like button. I want to thank you all for the super chats, for the PayPal donations. Thank you very much. Thanks for subscribing. For some reason, I've lost so many subscribers. I guess people don't like my content anymore. Hello from Montreal. Hello, Montreal. Hello, how are you guys? Thank you for watching and for giving me such a short time. I wanted to read something because I thought it'd be fun. You know, we're going to talk about coronation, deportation, drug use, and Meghan Markle's demands, okay? Because now that her kids are prince and princess, even though, they just attach themselves to this foundation or organization that basically chastises the use of gender. They gender shame you if you claim to be a boy or girl. You're supposed to be embarrassed about it. City, I swear to God. Ok, dormite ahí. Ay, te golpeaste, gordita. Ahí dormite, pues dormite ahí. Déjame ahí. Yes. City has been, it's very naughty right now. For some reason, she hasn't seen me all day. That's why. Canada, Canada. Yes. The Heritage Foundation. Let's start with this, guys. Okay. Moya Moya with Tracy. She's precious. You can have her. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I would never give her away. But it's just that sometimes I just want to eat her up. City, if you see movement and stuff, it's her. See? See? What are people gonna think, City? People are gonna think that I don't discipline you, which is true, but it's still, I would like to leave the illusion. Easy Barton, hola Paula, ¿cómo estás? Thank you for asking. I am doing a little bit better. My fingers, well, never mind the dirt because I was working in the office at the farm today, so I have some dirt in my hands and stuff like that. I'll get them clean tomorrow. I was just trying to do that. In this channel, we don't refer to those imaginary children as prince and princess because they don't deserve the title city. So we're going to start with the Heritage Foundation letter. Okay. It says, I am requesting, this is the Heritage Foundation for asking for Harry's status about his application, immigration application. Okay. I am requesting expedited processing for this FOIA request to understand whether Prince Harry was properly vetted prior to or during admission into the United States of America. National media outlets have widely reported on Prince Harry's drug use, which, pursuant to the Immigration and Nationality Act, should make him inadmissible to the United States absent the requisite waiver available to non-immigrants. See General Appendix, whatever A. Specifically, multiple media outlets have consistently reported on Prince Harry's abuse of multiple illicit substances, including marijuana, cocaine, magic mushrooms, and other psychedelic drugs. And then they list the number. They send some attachments, right? So that's what they're listing. I'm sorry about the way I look, but I did put eyeliner, okay, and a bit of lip gloss for you guys. I am making an effort. It's just my face feels really warm for being in the sun. Okay. The Heritage Foundation, actually, you know what? It's a foundation. They it's a Republican foundation. They basically look out for whatever they think is the how should I put it? They want people to stay on track. They were very major with Ronald Reagan, and with the Trump. They're into all sorts of things, but mostly making sure that the law is followed and nobody's treated differently. So, from media reports, it appears this drug use was continuous and substantial, at the very least, from the prince's teenage years into his late 20s. And then this it's like see attachment, blah, blah, blah. Media coverage has even included reports that Prince Harry became addicted to cocaine, heroin, ketamine, and MDMA. See attachment. So CD. Um, this conduct likely violated laws in relevant jurisdictions. It is unclear at this juncture whether DHS complied with the law, if, in admitting Prince Harry, did so without a waiver or any interview with CBP to assess whether, given his history, he was admissible to the United States. As a result, this widespread media interest in Prince Harry's drug abuse inevitably raises possible questions regarding his application for residency in the United States. Public confidence in the government would undoubtedly suffer if DHS, CBP, and USCIS failed to properly vet such a high profile case. Moreover, if Prince Harry was granted preferential treatment, that would that too would undermine public confidence in DHS, CBP, and USCIS. Application of equal justice under the law. Expedition is warranted. Thank you in advance for considering my request. If you have any questions, please contact me, and they send this stuff like that. Okay? Now, why is this relevant? One thing that I think is great, but they failed to mention is the fact, let me Google properly the Heritage Foundation so I can tell you exactly what it is. Okay? Okay. While I'm doing this, please don't forget to click the like button, okay? Okay, the Heritage Foundation. Okay, vamos a ver. Siri. I swear to God, I just wish she would about heritage. Every day, the Heritage Foundation is building an America where freedom, opportunity, prosperity, and civil society flourishes. Heritage mission is to formulate and promote public policies based on the principle of free enterprise, limited government, individual freedom, traditional American values, and a strong national defense. Right? Now more than ever, the American people need a champion to preserve the great American experiment and everything good just that it represents. That is why the Heritage Foundation exists. We champion policy solutions that benefit all Americans. But Heritage is also much more than a think tank. Every day, Heritage works in our nation's capital. Every time I'm going to see nation's capital, it reminds me of Forrest Gump, the movie Our Nation's Capital. To build an America where freedom, opportunity, prosperity, and civil society flourishes equally, which means Harry should not be held to a different standards. But unlike so many other organizations in Washington, D.C., the Heritage Foundation focus isn't on putting more power into the hands of government. It's on returning power to the people. Okay, that's why we don't work on behalf of any special interest or political party. Instead, our commitment is to the American people, which is why more than 500,000 members support our work. Okay. Now, why is this very important? Let me tell you why. One thing that they're missing is that Harry has done a lot of admission recently about current drug use. Okay. Um, he's admitting it, not only past, um, but now he's going on. Didn't he do that Gaborga thing that he admitted he was doing psychedelic drugs, and how being high cleans his windshield, whatever that was. Okay, I don't know what that was. So, and apparently they answered back on the grounds of privacy. That would be true had Harry not gone on basically a worldwide public forum platforms to boast about his past and current drug use, because psychedelics, those things are illegal. Some of the things that he's taking now are illegal. So, and for some reason, some people are still talking about Harry having immunity, diplomatic immunity. Harry has never been a diplomat of anything. He does not have a diplomatic passport, never has held one, never, he has never been a diplomat. Okay. I don't know why I feel like sometimes I'm going insane because I keep telling this to people. I've posted the links to the Vienna Convention. The royals are not diplomats. The royals don't have a special passport. They are VIPs in certain areas, like, for example, they will give a little bit of preferential treatment, but that's about it. Here, and by the way, some people think that if you're an IPP, you have diplomatic immunity. That's not true. That's not true. You can be an IPP and you can be prosecuted or you can be sued. It doesn't matter. Okay. So this man, so it's going to be very interesting because Heritage Foundation is a very serious organization and they don't let go. They're not going to let go of this bone. Okay, because they want answers. People want answers. Now, you can do that. You can write to your representatives in the United States and you can demand that. And the privacy response that they give does not wash here because he himself has publicly admitted his drug use. So if he's gone on public record, they cannot go say, oh, well, even though he's going around on every interview saying that he uses hallucinogenics and psychedelic drugs and, cocaine and everything, but we have to respect his privacy. No, he has waived that right to privacy. Okay. So Tara Kalia Rusakov, thank you. Thank you very much, Bambi. Thank you. Oh, New Zealand. A couple of my best friends are in New Zealand. Tom Ang is there. He's a famous photographer. He's amazing, and his wife there. Elke Medina, Arcila, something happened in San Francisco. EC18 Barton, what am I right? Who's right? You are 101% right. Who's right about what? EC Barton. So don't. And let me tell you something, because I've explained this before. Harry is not on a diplomatic visa. He's on a spousal visa. He doesn't have any talents. It's something as mundane as being married to an American and he applied for a spousal visa, Uh, hello, thank you from Ireland, Pauline Larkin. It says, oh, thank you, Easy. Yes. I worked in these things. You have no idea. I mean, you can be an IPP, but you don't have diplomatic immunity. Only diplomats under the Vienna Convention have diplomatic immunity, and that can be waived if the country of origin where the diplomat comes from says, you know what, pursue his ass or her ass, if they break the law, or they can, be prosecuted in the country, so they can do that. They can waiver the immunity if the country of origin says go ahead and prosecute. Yes, but if they don't, then the host country can request for them to be prosecuted. So it's going to be very interesting because I was just watching. I want to make a parenthesis about this because I've gotten so much criticism because I posted a Spotify with Shalon Lester, who, by the way, is suing Meghan Markle. She has sent legal letters, and she is going full steam ahead with that. But a lot of people were saying that, oh, that I don't make an effort for you, like other YouTubers, that they do their original content. The reason why I chose to post that, and I credited who was that, is because I know, oh, thank you, AC Barton. Thank you so much for the super chat. The reason why I did is because I know many of you don't want to go to Spotify, number one. Okay. So it's for those people who don't have Spotify, but I thought it would be very interesting, for you to have it, to hear that what's going on about Shalon Lester and stuff like that. And I thought it would be interesting to post that. But you all know that I do my own things. Okay. Thank you, Tarakalia Rusakov. I hope I'm saying your name right. So when I post stuff, on my YouTube page, it's because it's stuff that I think I find interesting that you might not have seen. Because, for example, in some countries, there are certain restrictions to things that you can see or can't see. For example, with P. Dinah, I sent her, she's another YouTuber. I love P. Dinah. Go to her channel. Oh, by the way, make sure you still subscribe because I've lost so many subscribers. Oh, thank you very much. See, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But my hands look like crap. Look. That's the lupus. Look at that. Not feminine. And that's the dirt. But I love working with the dirt. I so hope, as soon as the plants are planted, I am going to bring my priest, to bless the place. You have no idea. Every time I plant a little plant, I go, oh my God, dear Lord, please. Thank you. I'm so grateful, It's a struggle, but I'm there. So, but it's going to be very interesting. I don't know if you know this, guys, but Nigella Lawson was kicked out of the United States and not allowed back in because of a drug use. So, Paula, do you talk to your plants? Well, I talk to God when I'm planting my plants. I say, God, bless this, this gift, and thank you for that. Thanks for giving me this plant, and thanks for whatever comes out of it, and I'm blessed for it. So I do that, because everything. I'm not a fanatic. You're not gonna catch me in a church very often at all. But I do talk to God quite a lot. I go outside on the porch and I sit and most days I go and, if I'm sad or something, I or even if I'm happy and I thank, and even if I'm sad, I thank, because every day I know that there's people that are worse off than me, and the obstacles that are there, it's there. It just makes us stronger. So I do thank God for everything, you know. Lorak, you're a good Christian, Paula. Well, I don't know if I'm a good Christian. I just know that I believe in God and I try not to hurt people and I try to help as much as I can. That's, I do have I am ill-tempered, but I hold it in check as much as I can. So yes, yes, yes. So, but yes, so what we're going to see here is the following. There is an investigation about Prince Harry. Make no mistake about that. There is an ongoing investigation. And of course, we have their PR machine turning it around. This will be a blessing for Meghan Markle. Can you imagine? The government would do, the US government will do the job for her because she's like, oh my God, you kicked him out. You see? I mean, and I hope, I'm not punished by it, but I really do think that she set him up. She has set this fool up. Okay. She has set him up for this. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind that she set him up, completely set him up. You know, um, let me see, Stolio 223. I just said that. What did you say, Stolio 223? Now I'm curious. Stolio to City. I swear to God, City. Guys, Suite. I put the ramp for you to come into the bed. I'm not gonna wait 1 second, guys, because she wants me to. Benny? Ah, no, Siri, vení. Ah, pues subiste a la cama. Deja de estar jodiendo. Venite para acá con tu mamá. Um, it is going to be very interesting. I have there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that she set him up, and he has nobody else to blame but himself. And I do agree with Matt, the Angry Bootnik. By the way, you guys go sign up to his channel, okay? Matt, the Angry Bootnik. Wait, because City wants to be up. Maybe. Si te bajas otra vez, no te subo. So, I talk to City in English all the time. It's just that I don't want you guys to understand what I'm telling her, right, City? Because your mommy loves you. So go to the Angry Bootnik channel and show him some love. I did a couple lives with him. He has a bunch of stuff. But anyways, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that and this is just my theory. Please, let's be clear that this is just my theory. Meghan started this whole thing way back in England, and she put everything so terrible and so bad. And she thought that by making Harry choose between remaining in the UK or going with her, that he would choose the UK. And then she would go back to the United States saying, see, even my racist husband, stay behind. He didn't support me, blah, 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 blah. But it backfired on her because the ginger idiot went with her. I can tell you that she didn't see that one coming. She thought she'd go back to the United States saying, my husband, this is what happened to me, blah, blah, blah. And he didn't support me. He didn't do this because God knows, she's been saying that he's a lousy husband. How can this woman, how can this woman still be married to a man? In the book Despair, he put that he inhaled all the laughing gas while she's going in labor. We all know that's BS, but let's pretend she was in labor, or at least the person giving birth to the child was in labor. And he inhaled all the laughing gas. Who does that? You know? So let me see. I'm trying to read, guys, because I still don't know how to do the Ashley Knox. You're in Toronto. I'm actually trying to get somebody from Toronto. She's on TikTok. I love her a lot. Um, so what's really interesting here is because he went with her, then she's diminished him, belittled him, denigrated him, and has made him go on and say things in public that are a big no-no. Because let's not forget, Ashley, Samantha Markle's daughter, is an immigration lawyer. So who knows if Ashley said to Meghan, why don't you advise Harry to speak about drugs if you want to get rid of him? That's the fastest way to do it because then his visa can get revoked and then his ass will be kicked out. I know I'm going to be unbelievable here, but hey. Hi, Maggie P. Hello, guys. Hello. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining. Please don't forget to click the like button because I am not putting it above Ashley, who's clearly desperate to hang out with Meghan Markle, and because Meghan Markle blamed the evil royal family. And who is the part of the royal family is Harry, who just went on a worldwide thing about his book and said that his family is not really racist, which is not what Meghan Markle said. So Meghan Markle, in my opinion, has been setting him up for everything. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm trying to read your comments, but remember I'm dyslexic. So I am pretty sure that Meghan had some conversations with Ashley about that spousal visa because Harry is not an exceptional thing. He's there with a spousal visa. Now, the Heritage Foundation, the reason why they want to see that thing is because they want to find out whether or not he lied on that application. Because if he did, that's a federal crime. Whenever you lie on a government document, that is a federal crime. He can not only be deported, but he can be behind bars. And I saw this lawyer saying, "Oh well, it's not really that bad because if he commits a crime." But if it's out in the open, oh, thank you very much, Ashley. No, thanks you so very much for the super chat. But if it's openly admitting that he's doing drugs now, I saw a very good comment from one of my beautiful viewers. She said that she lives in the US, in California, and she works and drugs, something like that. If you're watching this, please let me know. And she said that when Harry's going on and talking about drugs and stuff like that, she keeps thinking, where is child protective services? So to me, I wouldn't put it past Megan and Ashley, because probably Ashley wants to congratulate. Is that a word that you use, congratulate? Or be back with Meghan Markle. And she said, you know what, this is what's going to happen. Because who in the right mind goes on shows, interviews, and say that doing drugs keeps his windshield clear? Dude, you're high. That's what it is. You're imagining things. What do you think they're called? Hallucinogen. Let me see what they're called. Hallucinogenics. Because you're hallucinating, dude. You don't know where you're at. You don't know your ass from from anything. So if you notice, Megan has been pretty quiet because she has been setting up Harry to fail. Harry's been setting to. I just got a very nice message. Somebody blessing, wishing me luck with the plantation, and asking God to bless me. I hope so too. Ay Diosito, ayuda, ayuda, help, help. I need all the help with that plantation because I lost it last year. So it's going to be very, very interesting. What happens, because if they go ahead, it's going to be very interesting, because I'm wondering if it's going to be allowed back. Do you think that he could actually be deported? You know what? I do think so. I really do. The Heritage Foundation is something that you don't mess about. And it's also, if all of you beautiful Americans, people from that are watching my channel, I know my channel is very small for now, unless you guys subscribe and make my channel grow, because instead of subscribing, you're unsubscribing. Why? But yeah, we have here, oh my God. My God, guys, I just read something. I'm sorry, I'm going to make a little pass here. Kamala, Vice President, sends trans activist Dylan Mulvaney a 1-year birthday note congratulating her on 365 days of living authentically, 7 days after Drew Barrymore knelt at her feet in fawning interview. Let me tell you something. That, all of this with this thing, and I am very pro gay rights and stuff like that, but this take the piss out of me as a female, because Dylan Mulvaney is not a woman. It's a trans. He's a man who's a transgender. And I'm sorry if I offend you guys, but it's the truth. He was born with a penis. He's a man. Just because he cut it off, he removed. If you have to remove body parts in order to look like something else, then you're not that, are you? He can't menstruate. He can't have children just because he altered his physical appearance. It doesn't make him a woman. Okay, this is almost like crazy, like Bruce Jenner, who calls himself now Caitlyn Jenner, still full male, dating women, but only dresses as a woman while calling himself a woman. It's like I'm taking crazy pills. If I wish I were talking to Matt the Angry Butnick, because we would have a lot of fun. But this is really, really bloody cringing. I mean, it really offends me as a woman, that because for a woman, we go through so much, and now we can't even call ourselves women because men, it's another form of abuse. And now we have Harry and Meghan Markle, Archwell. They're trying to modify the minds of small children by saying that is because I really do think Megan hates men. I really do think Megan hates men. I don't know if it's because she did porn and she was, like she said in the working actress blog, I that she wanted to hug the bottle of wine because she had had too many kiss so many men with smelly breath and stuff like that. Says Tarakalia Rusakov, I have many friends, family. I am a spokesperson for Pride. I'm sorry, this all women thing is not people who really are have issues. Caitlyn Jenner is I did a lot as well, and I feel it's Tarakalia. I'm not dissing trans people. I think that they have every right, if to make to alter their appearance and stuff like that. The problem I have is that they shame us women for saying you're not actually a biological woman. And I really do believe that they should be called transgender, not women or men, because they're trying to, there should be a specific category. Because I mean, I'm a woman, I can't sew a penis on me. you know I may cut my boobs off, I will have to take my uterus out, I will have to basically mutilate myself. I think transgender is the right way. I have a lot of transgender people and that are very dear friends of mine, and they will tell you, I'm transgender, I'm not a female, I'm not a male, I'm transgender. But I mean, this is so cringe, guys. It's not even funny. Kamala Harris. Okay. This is Dylan Mulvaney. It's getting to be pretty hard. And then we had Drew Barrymore kneeling before her. I mean, yeah. But let's go to back to Meghan Markle. This idiot will be deported. Something will happen that will help Meghan Markle with her divorce case. Because let me tell you something. Meghan knows. Let me tell you what I mean by Meghan knows. Okay. What time is it where I'm at? It's 6:58 at nighttime. Meghan knows that Harry, or at least King Charles or Charles, will welcome his son with open arms, no matter what he does. She knows that. So she knows that. And at the same time, because Harry has been very vocal about so many stupid things he has said and done, she has a good case for divorce because he is an admitted drug user. That book of his was misogynistic, the way he talked about women. And she made sure, something that called my attention, that she made sure in her in her in the Netflix thing, and even in the book Spare, to mention that they had such a fight and he was so nasty to her that she had to walk out of the room and he had to go find her 15 minutes later. You guys remember that? You know, and I gotta tell you, these are all my thoughts and opinions. I hope you guys know that. Don't forget to click the like button, guys. Okay, so we can and please subscribe to my channel. Please, please, please make sure that you share. For some reason, every time I do a live, I lose subscribers. Yes, though we'll see. And on Thursday 9 p.m., I know my son is in Toronto, Canada, so it's gonna be really, really interesting. So Megan knows that now she has her two kids with those royal titles. Meghan knows that she will never lose the Duchess of Sussex title, because why would she? That would be racist because they allowed Fergie to have that title, wouldn't it? Why would they, make an exception for her? You know? So it's very, very interesting, all of that. I mean, what do you guys think? And by the way, they are making demands. They are coming to the coronation. That you know what really bothers me about people? Oh, will they come? Of course they will come. They will get a lot of money to come over there. But the problem is that the money, the deal that they're trying to strike, the reason why they're making the list of demands is not because it's because they need to be in the balcony, on the balcony, in order to get that money. They need to be in the carriage, horse driven carriage. They need to have the children right next to her in order for them to get their money. Otherwise, they won't get the money. So you know that, okay? Do you understand that? That the list of demands that they're doing is not because they want because they want to be close to the family because they love them. It's because those are the conditions that are being given to them in order to get paid to go into the coronation. Okay, I don't know if do you understand that I don't know if I'm explaining myself. Of course, they have some deals offered to them, but the conditions are that they have to be on the balcony, that they have to be next to King Charles, that they have to be next to the major royals, that they have to go on a horse driven carriage, and that the children have to be presented there, and they're going to get a lot of money for that. Yes, by Netflix. It's paid for by Netflix. If, but only if they get that. If they don't get that, then they don't get the money. Jamba, not going to happen. I think you'll be shocked. I think it will happen. I think it will happen because I don't even know why Charles is negotiating with them at all. You know, why? Why will he negotiate with anybody? It's his day, not their day. So, in order for Harry and Meghan Markle to get the money, they need to be on that balcony. They need to be on a horse-driven carriage with the children. They need to be photographed with among all the senior royals. If they don't get that, they don't get paid. So Bonnie Bell, I think it will happen. Absolutely, I really do think so. And this Shallon Lester thing, let me. I was actually going to post this, but I'm gonna again. I hope you guys understand that when I post things about other channels, I always credit the channels, but it's just something that I find that you might find interesting in case you don't see it. It's not that I'm copying people or using people with or anything like that. Okay. For example, I did that with the Spotify thing, and I got a lot of flack because I posted the Spotify between Shallon Lester and Jacques Peterson, and I credited the whole thing, and people still were giving me flack about it. Okay, but I thought it would be fun for you guys to hear it. But let me show you this. This is like GB News and Tom Bauer. Okay, listen to this. So, I mean, one hopes so in a way because it'll really discomfort him. I mean, the Heritage Foundation is a really serious right-wing group, but their 7-page submission to the government lists all the reasons why the government must instantly release Harry's visa applications and the rest. And of course, his problem really is that he's got a title which again counts against him in America. But having boasted so much about taking all these drugs, and having boasted that he also shot the Taliban, 25 of them, and then this extraordinary admission of his inconsequential therapy and all the rest of it, we're dealing really at the moment with Harry, I think, looking pretty sad, even sadder than ever before. Thank you, Steve, for the super chat. What's really troubling for me is that his father, King Charles, could even consider wanting Harry to come to the coronation. Here is a man now under investigation in America for having been a serious drug abuser and user. A man who admits he needs therapy all the time. A man who is abusing his title all the time. Who's capitalizing on his family's misfortunes. And I think what King Charles's problem now is that many people in Britain will think he's in charge of a madhouse. Yeah. You've got Andrew on one side, Harry on another side. Where is the sanity in the House of Windsor? And that is the real problem. He's very close now to the coronation. And I think respect will fast drain away from the king if he lets Harry get anywhere near Westminster Abbey. What do you guys think about that? Do you think it's right? This is Tom Bowers. This is Tom Bowers. So does Meg's daughter? No, no, it's not Meg's daughter. It's Samantha Markle's daughter. Is an immigration attorney. She's an immigration lawyer. Oh, thank you, Teresa Walsh. Thank you so very much, guys, for the super chats. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe. You know, for some reason, my channel has been losing a lot of subscribers. And I get some emails from you guys saying, oh, you unsubscribed me. No, I didn't. I haven't unsubscribed you. So, but it is going to be very interesting to see what happens. I'm doing a video today because it's about Oprah and Meghan. I think transgender activists are crossing the line when they go to talk to children. Parents have the absolute right to object. Transgenders deserve to be respected but not celebrated, in my opinion. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, there's nothing wrong. I mean, this is what people think. And this is, oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys. This is the problem I have when people, thank you so very much. See, thank you. This is the problem I have when we speak out about the fact that we women have have lost the right to say, wait a minute, you know, we're barely having rights right now. Thank you so very much, Beth Mo McIver. Hey, McIver, is that my, no, that's MacGyver. I was sorry about that. um, um, that we can't even proudly say we're women because it offends men. And I mean, it's incredible. And now we have Megan trying to manipulate the minds of very small children because even by saying, or a parent saying, oh, congratulations, it's a boy, it's offensive because you're labeling a child. Then why does she have her kids present princess? Why does she name her daughter Lily Diana? Those are female names. Why don't we just have children with no names? So when they grow up, we just call them it, you know, like cousin it, you know. That's absolutely insane. That's absolutely insane. I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me see. Oh, I saw something so upsetting today. It's not even funny. But I'm going to do something about Oprah because Oprah is celebrating that people get to tell their truth. Okay? There's no such thing as their truth. There's your version, my version, and then there's the truth backed by facts. Because basically what that allows is for people to defame you. And the defense is, oh, that's my truth. No, 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 no. This is what Amber Heard did. This is what Jussie Smollett did. This is what Meghan Markle did and is still doing, telling their truth. And they think that by saying their truth, you know, the truth is defense, is absolute defense against any defamation. But telling your truth, which are a bunch of lies, and you classify them as truth, that's not telling your truth. Who's Bishop Barron? Talked about it. Great video. Who's that? Bishop Barron talked about it. Great. Elke AC, is that a video? I started talking about it because I'm mentioning this because I got an email from somebody saying that I was shaming people for not speaking their truth, and that this is why women don't come forward when it's domestic violence and stuff like that. And it's like, hold on, back up that bus, you know, beep, 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 back up that bus. That really touched a nerve with me. Oh, yes, I emailed it to you, Bishop Barron. I'll look at it. I'll look into it. Sometimes I don't have time to look at that. I know that you sent me some emails, Bart. EC said, so I'll look into it. But I got this lady sending me that and saying that Oprah is the champion. Is that the video you sent me where Oprah is the champion? There's like a little documentary about Oprah being the champion and how she takes care of people and blah blah blah. Well, anyways, because I started saying The only defense to defamation is absolute truth and not your truth. So I found that very interesting, and that this woman is accusing me of silencing real victims of domestic violence. It's like, listen, Amber Heard is not a good example for domestic women. If anything, she set us back for many, many years. It's pretty terrible if you think about it. And Easy Barton, Oprah's a totalitarian. She's also a racist, in my opinion. You know, so see, another channel said Harry's close to being deported 3 hours ago. Oh, there we go. It is going to be interesting to see what happens. But whatever happens is going to benefit Meghan, because Meghan, I can tell you, that woman hates Harry by now, because he's outlived his purpose for her. I mean, and Harry, I mean, okay, I'm not, how can I put it this delicately? He's not good looking. He's not smart. If he had been a construction worker, Meghan Markle would have looked at him with disgust. Let's all face it, okay? Meghan Markle really hates his guts. And you know what? I really do think that she hates him for the fact that he is a blood prince and she's not. That he's a blood royal. And oh God, I'm gonna say something that I probably shouldn't say that. I really think Meghan Markle is some sort of, closeted lesbian who had a huge crush on Princess Diana, and that every time she kissed Harry or did something with Harry, she's thinking of Princess Diana, because this woman is insane. I know it sounds very out there, but it's just the way, I don't know, it occurred to me the other day, because it's just the way she goes about it, the way she hates men. She truly hates men. You know, Is the Home Office leaning towards giving them IPP status? No, no, no. I don't think the Home Office is giving them IPP status. They can't. They really can't, because, okay, just because you go and say something very stupid, and I really do believe that this has been a campaign for Harry to get IPP status by saying outrageous stuff in order to make himself a target. This is my opinion. He's done that, so he becomes hated by certain groups. So the Home Office feels that they have to protect him. Okay, so he talks about that the reasons for him to get protection while in the UK, but he doesn't live in the UK. So the only thing that I think of is that he is thinking of moving back to the UK and have police protection. Because why is he fighting so hard to have police protection when he goes to the UK if he's never there? Because deep down, I think he wants to move back to the UK with his skanky wife and the ghost children and have police protection all the time. Okay. Now, his thing is that his reasons for getting police protection is that he's ex-military. So is Prince Andrew. So his children were also at risk. He was an actual war hero. So the military thing doesn't cut it. That he's fifth in line to the throne. So was Beatrice and Eugenie, where Beatrice was fifth and sixth in line to the throne, and they got their security pulled. Okay. So that doesn't count. The fact that he's an idiot, that doesn't entitle him to get police protection. But those are just my thoughts. Anyways, I could be way off. I could be absolutely way off on that. But yeah, I really do believe Meghan Markle hates men. I really do believe that Meghan Markle, when she's with Harry, she thinks of Princess Diana, and that's the only way she can bear being with this guy. Because the only reason, and this is my very humble opinion, is that Meghan tolerates barely Harry is because he's Princess Diana's son. So Donna, thank you very much. Please read Meghan is a psychopath, a person who acts intentionally towards someone important in order to gain advantage. Self-serving, cunning, and cruel. Yeah, that's pretty much Meghan. But yeah, I think it's more than that. I think that Meghan was so infatuated with Princess. She's infatuated with it. She really wants to be Princess Diana. Oh my goodness. As if. I mean, my beautiful Princess Diana. Let me see Princess Diana here because I love Princess Diana, you know. I love her. I am a big Princess Diana fan. So you guys know that. And Cristiano Ronaldo, obviously, ¿verdad? Pero, I mean, how can she compare herself to Princess Diana? I mean, this is Princess Diana. And Meghan Markle, I'm surprised she hasn't gotten the haircut. Well, she can't because she would get a fro, you know. Megan's next sugar daddy is Tyler Perry. Let me tell you something, Izzy Bart. I don't think so because she doesn't like black men. We go by what she likes, you know, and we know that Mexi doesn't like how do you call it? She doesn't like black men. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very interesting because it's I'm gonna wonder if they call Archie a boy, a little boy, and if they call Lily a little girl. I mean, we shouldn't even be calling them prince and princess. We should be calling it because by giving them male and female names and putting boy and girl in their birth certificates, they're gendering those children. And according to the charity or foundation they support, it goes against everything that they're doing. So I'm going to start referring to child it number one and child it number two because we shouldn't be calling them girl and boy. We shouldn't be calling them prince and princess. Should we be calling Meghan a female and Harry a man, male? Because that's completely opposite. And Tyler Perry, and listen to me when I tell you this. I'm going to repeat this very slowly. The only reason why they're making the list of demands to be on the balcony, appear on the balcony next to the king, be sat right in front next to the senior royals, be on a horse carriage, behind the procession with all the senior royals, appear in all the main activities, is because they have a contract with Netflix that's being produced by Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey. But they will get paid, and they will get paid only and only if they appear in those major events, especially the balcony with the children. They're going to get millions if the children appear in the balcony with King Charles and in a portrait with King Charles. They will get millions for that. Okay. So, yes, that's why they're having that list of demands. Okay. Lou, if Diana was alive, nobody would know who Meghan Markle is. Nobody. I mean, very few people still do, let me tell you. Because if you go to Florida, nobody knows who she is. I know a lot of people who don't know who she is, you know? So I wonder if it is child abuse that Meghan and Harry are forcing male and female names on their children and by calling them boy and girl and prince and princess, because now Meghan Markle wants to be called Princess Meghan, like Princess Diana. It is getting to a point that it's incredible that, and you know what's the worst part? That Charles is actually negotiating with them. Why are there negotiations? I don't even know why he was invited to begin with. This is a man who's a drug addict, an open drug addict who has attacked the monarchy. I mean, this is the mad House of Windsor. If you think about it, and as Tom Bauer said, respect is imperative, and nobody respects the House of Windsor. It's a loony bin. We have Andrew, we have Sarah Ferguson, who's now talking. showing, taking pictures with the queen's, corgis. It's just an embarrassment, guys. It's just an embarrassment. So I hope you guys don't mind whenever I post things from other channels and stuff, because for example, Pidina, because in the United States a lot of things don't show up in her YouTube. So I assume some of you don't have Spotify. So I post those things because I'm thinking that might be of interest to you. It's not that I'm trying to not copy them, and I always credit people that I know have it. Okay, so I hope you understand that. And guys, please, tomorrow I'm gonna go back to the farm. First I have to go to the hospital, and then I have to go back to the farm. I just came back right now, uh but I have to go to the hospital tomorrow, and then I go to the farm, and I'll post from the farm tomorrow, so you'll see it. It should be fun. And then and yes, I hope you don't mind if I show you guys, because I just post things that I think are interesting, thought provoking, and that some of you might not even know. Some of you were asking about Shalon Lester. Well, Shalon Lester is this kick-ass woman. Let me show you this. So for those of you, you can go to her channel. It's Shalon Lester. Let me show you. Shalon Lester. I'm gonna put it here. I'll just show you this a little bit. Okay. Okay. Watch this. This is Shalon Lester.
Welcome back, Shalligators. We have a very special episode today. An episode directed to two specific people, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Now, Shalon, you might be saying, come on, you've done a lot of episodes about them. Yeah, I've done a lot of episodes about them.
Niña.
I've never done an episode for them and to them. But you know what? That's really different, because they did decide to include me in their new Netflix documentary. Their Netflix documentary has a seemingly unlimited number of episodes. We're on what, like episode 6 right now? Ken Burns, the story of Tyrion, only had to do 10 parts to cover the Vietnam War. And these assholes, we're going to be on like episode 87.25. It's never going to end. I digress. So if you're a Netflix subscriber, go ahead and watch episode 5 of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Festival of Bullshit, and fast forward to about the 29-minute mark. But you know what? You don't even have to, because I'm going to play it for you here.
Siri,
And you know what
ay,
we're going to do?
cállate, gorda. Vení.
We're going to go through every sentence in my segment, line by line, and we're going to trot out a weapon that no one involved with this documentary has ever seen before. Not the Netflix producers, not this person who runs some horseshit company called Bot Sentinel, and certainly not Meghan or Harry. Do you know what that weapon is? Logic. That is the big, bad monster nuclear weapon of mass destruction we will trot out. Because that's actually the only weapon anyone really needs to counteract anything Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have to say. Okay?
Let's get it. I love
First,
her.
I want to say that no one from Netflix.
Okay. So, and she's suing their asses. This is Shalon Lester. In case you don't know, she's the former editor in chief of Star Magazine, a magazine that Meghan Markle worked for because she was a source. And also, she paid Star Magazine to write articles about her to keep her relevant when she was a D-list nobody. She's still a D-list nobody, but with a royal title. And she's brought that royal title down to the gutter. It is, I mean, absolutely unbelievable. So if you don't know who Shalon Lester is, go to her channel, Shalon Lester. And I posted a video, and it was just a Spotify thing, but she talks and talks about it. And she didn't disclose very much about the lawsuit because for legal reasons she didn't, but she's actually suing them because, she's very, 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 very well spoken. She talks about all other people. But I mean, why would she? This is the woman, whenever Megan would get paid or show up, or she would show her ID and she would fill out forms, and she would take the Caucasian box, not the other box, not the box I take. I don't take Caucasian, I don't take Latina, I don't take anything because I am so I have so much mix in my body that I don't know what the hell I am. So yes, so yeah, so Shalon Lester's taking her to court. Samantha Markle, I don't know. I think the lawsuit is still going on. Harry's been under investigation for drug use and his visa thing from the Heritage Foundation, and yet King Charles thinks it's okay to be negotiating with them for them to attend such a such a historical event that is a state event. This is not a family farm hold down. This is not like the parties I do at the farm, with my employers every Saturday after we finish a hard work, week's work, that we have some beers. This is an official coronation. And of course, Harry and Meghan are going to be there. And let's hope that Charles, I doubt it, but I'm pretty sure he will give in to many of those demands because he wants to help his son, and he knows that by giving into those demands, he will help him make money. Just like the Frogmore cottage, because now it's come out that what they actually put in was about 630,000 pounds, not the 2.4 million. Okay. And they didn't pay rent. And now it's just, I don't know. I'm so disappointed when I don't even want to think about that. Shalon would have been a better princess wife for Harry. She's way out of his league. She's way out of his league. Because, Chelsea David didn't break up with him because of the press and the paparazzi or anything like that. She already knew who he was when she got involved with him when she was going off with him for 8 years. It's because of him. The same thing with Cressida Bonas. She didn't marry him not because of she was scared of that. She's an aristocrat, for crying out loud. She knows what comes with the territory. So yes, yes, we'll see. And I do not trust Eugenie. I do not trust Beatrice. Sarah Ferguson. Oh my goodness, this woman should have lost that title a long time ago. I hope they pass the titles. And you know what? It's funny. I want to see how those people, how the royal commentators who are like flags in the wind, that they change the story and the tune to fit certain narrative, justify it when they see Meghan Markle and Harry waving at the balcony or in the carriage or in the main portrait with everybody. Because Charles doesn't have the ovaries of steel that the queen had, when she took that portrait with her, with Charles, with Prince William and Prince George. Because that's apparently what angered Harry and Meghan. That child won, because let's not forget that her children cannot be gender uh, cannot have any gender assignment because she's supporting a charity that or a foundation that goes against doing that. So it's going to be very, very interesting about that. I'm British, so he's not my king. I call him Shady Charlie. I love that, Easy Barton. I call him Shady Charlie too. So guys, I'm gonna let you guys go because I am actually quite tired. Thank you for tuning into my live. Thanks for the super chats. Please subscribe, don't unsubscribe, and share my channel so hopefully it'll grow. That'd be great for my 55th birthday to have 100,000 subscribers, but it's looking pretty tough, but hopefully it won't be. But I hope you watch my video tomorrow, which is gonna be great. City. Anyways, have a great night, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you. I really do, guys. Thank you very much. I know it sounds cheesy, but I do. Okay. So have a great night, guys. Let me see. Good night.